It's nighttime in my birthplace of Dundas Town, the 31st of August 2022. It's amazing. I got in an accident. Somebody ran into me on the 6th of August, the same month, 2022, about 4 weeks ago. And my short time memory, I don't remember much, but I can remember in detail what happened on this night, the 31st of August, 2019. I was sitting in the same spot at home, doing videos, waiting for the hurricane. At this time, the hurricane was just now coming. We just felt it. And I was saying, psyching myself up. You imagine spending 10 hurricanes by yourself? I don't like to be around people when the power of God, when God is speaking. My aunt used to say, shut up. Let God speak. Through the power of the storm. My aunt used to say that to me all the time. She didn't like lightning. When the lightning flashed, she was under the bed, deadly afraid of lightning. I'm afraid of lightning also because I saw lightning kill several people in my lifetime. That's why I moved away. But I can remember every detail. I already did my videos. My last video was at the cultural park, we call it Ocean View Park. And I say all of those stalls will be a memory. I see the chairman up there trying to put Band-Aid on them. I just laugh. I said, boy, when you think you're smarter than everybody else, tomorrow they'll be gone. And if you're near the water, you may be gone. And she started to blow. But you didn't see the full effect until morning. The 31st, we're just getting ready for the ride of our life. It reminded me of Space Mountain. I went on a ride in Orlando, Florida, in Disney World called Space Mountain 45 years ago. And I promised Christ I will never go on a ride again. Why should I pay to have a heart attack? And when I went onto the ride, Space Mountain, they said, if you have heart problems, this is not the ride for you. Well, I thought my heart was strong, but I almost had a heart attack on that ride. That's just like Hurricane Dorian. It had its highs and it had its lows. It had its drops and it had a twist and a turn. Hurricane Dorian was a bad boy. And when I look at my neighbor's house, the roof was gone. Morning, the roof was gone. I look at some of my neighbors, they were trying to secure plywood in a 200-mile-an-hour wind. I see the plywood, take them up and carry them out to sea. I say, those two are history. Then I see my neighbor Jolly. I always say Jolly is a gentleman right to the end. His house was gone and he had an old car right against the wall. And he opened the door and let his girlfriend in. I said, boy, Jolly is a gentleman to the end. But he's in for a long ride in that car. And I look outside and I can see roofs gone. The water started to rise 8 feet. I said, Christ, the water's never. I've ridden out 10 hurricanes in this house. The water has never risen 4 feet. We're up to 8 feet and the water's coming in. And then I heard what the Americans always say they hear, like a freight train coming, close and close, and the house started to shake and I could hear the noise of a freight train. And I look up at the ceiling fans. They were ricocheting like somebody was on them, just shaking them to pieces. That's the pressure coming. And they were just shaking uncontrollably. I began to worry. I said, now there's a hurricane. Now you're here. I'm talking to myself, trying to psych me up. I said, let's do this, baby. Let's do this if you're going to do this. And all of a sudden, I just hear a loud, pie. That's the pressure. The pressure bursts every window. All the wood I had to secure the window, they just bust off. And that 8 feet of water started to pour on the house. I stand up on the couch and say, well, Lord, if this is the way it's going to be, let me take one more video. I secured my phone where I thought it would be dry, and that was one of the dry spots. And one of the good things I always did, but I didn't do Hurricane Dorian, they have this foam stuff that you seal your doors so no water could get in. Every hurricane, I seal the door. But this hurricane, some say, but don't seal that door. You're going to be locked in. And sure enough, if I would have put that foam around, I couldn't get out in time. And I look outside. My taxi is floating left and right. I had 3 vehicles. One of them floated up on the steps. The taxi is going left and right. I've never seen a vehicle float. Not in Abaco. And this vehicle was just like you're playing a game. They were floating back and forth in the front of the yard. And my taxi was going everywhere uncontrollably. And I look, I can see people's roofs flying by just like the Wizard of Oz. I said, this got to be a movie, but it's a big movie. And all of a sudden, all that pressure came. And the house was filled with water, 8 feet. And all I had was, pie. The eye just came through. And the road in the front of me had 6 to 5 feet of water. And I look, the water was going, I'm down in a valley. The water was going up the hill out to the ocean. And just like the eye came through, all the water disappeared. I said, Jesus, how did that happen? So remember that we got 1 hour now to find some secure place. But where are you going to find some secure place? We were too busy looking at the damage. We know that Deanie was gone, relatives gone, everybody's asking. If you see Deanie, I went up there, like, man, Deanie's gone. Forget Deanie, that's history. We that are remain gotta find some place because the second half gonna be as deadly as the first half. Where you gonna go? Where you gonna run? She's coming. And the eye, this is so tight-knit eye of the hurricane. It didn't last 1 hour. It lasts 45 minutes. And all of a sudden, while we're trying to figure where we're gonna go, everybody in the street, all of a sudden, 100-mile-an-hour wind just come and knock you backward. Poof! Jesus. We look at everybody. The eye is just coming around. Man! I see a lady, somebody said, Bishop, your church is still standing. That's the only building in Dundastan standing because they built it up for Category 5. And there was a girl in the front of me with a big bag, 50-pound bag, and she had a baby. And I was trying to run to catch her, to grab the bag from her. Man, I bust open, full speed ahead. And that young lady, I couldn't catch her. She jumped on the back of the truck with the bag and the baby, and I'm trying to catch up. I say, wow, the freight got her doing warp speed with a baby and a 50-pound bag, and she's rolling. I ain't got nothing in my hand with my camera, and I'm rolling too, but I can't catch her. That's freight. And boy, when we got to the church, the eye came around at 200 miles an hour, and now you got to figure out how you're going to get in the church without busting, because now the wind is in your back, and you're coming towards the church running. And people are rolling over just like trash, passing me, just rolling over because 200 miles an hour, I'm still got my footing. I'm a little boatman, so I know how to keep my footing. And I slammed into the building and went inside. And when you went inside the Friendship Tabernacle, it was like a miracle, not an echo, a sound of a hurricane, but we had 200 mile an hour wind outside. Boy, do I remember. And then the first, which will be tomorrow, we're in for total destruction. And Kai has lived to tell my story. The 1st of September 2019, still, it's a game changer to many of us. But Kai care that I'm here. I could have been gone on the 6th with a memory loss, but I still remember my long time memory coming up to the 1st of September 2022. Kai is here and he still care.